Good morning, everyone. I'm going to do a bodhicitta motivation before we get started. We're going to do a little something different this morning, and something we do in First Saturday Meditation is read a text or a poem to, thank you, to have everyone be able to focus on something. And so sometimes it's really beneficial if you have a very busy mind that someone's reading to and you can just relax and let these words wash over you and just listen. So everybody likes a story. So if you find yourself in a nice comfortable position, relaxing your body, taking a nice big breath in and settling your mind from all the busyness of this morning and this week, letting everything go. This text is called the Songs of Experience, not to be confused with the one that Lama Tsongkhapa wrote. It's a collection of poetry, very inspirational, and Shanka actually mentioned it in our class in DB, that if sometimes you feel like you need a little extra inspiration or just something beautiful to read, this is a wonderful book to go to. This poem is called A Prayer for the Flourishing of Virtues, and it was written by Lama Tsongkhapa in somewhere between 1357 and 1419. I prostrate to the Buddhas and their children throughout the 10 directions. To free countless beings from samsaric existence, with a pure heart I make this infinite prayer, by the force of the infallible 3 jewels and the powers of the great sages. May these words of truth become real. May I never be born again in states where I descend to lower realms. May I attain the perfect human form with spiritual freedom and opportunity. Right from birth, may I never be attached to the pleasures of mundane joys, and inspired by thoughts of renunciation, may I strive without respite for the pure life. May there be no obstacles to renunciation from family, friends, or possessions, and may I achieve without hardship conditions favorable to monastic life. After entering the order, may I never be stained by transgressing any of the precepts. Whether natural or specially prescribed, precepts taken before the ordained masters. As a monk, may I strive for eons through myriad hardships in all the profound and vast practices of the great vehicle, for the sake of all beings who've been my mother. The sublime teachers who possess the unshakable courage to help others, their minds, replete with learning and experience, tranquil, compassionate, disciplined, may they look after me. As Sadra Paripita sought out and trusted Dharmagata, may I please my sublime spiritual master, undaunted by any cost to my body, life, or wealth, and never for an instant displease him. As Sadaparadita was taught, may I too be instructed in the meaning of transcendent wisdom, profound, tranquil, and non-dual, untainted by misapprehensions, muddy water. May I never be swayed by evil friends and teachers of non-virtue who profess views of permanence and nothingness outside the Buddha's profound intent. May I free all beings from the ocean of samsara, sailing the ship of learning, reflection, and meditation, hoisting a powerful sail of pure altruistic intention, propelled by the wind of unstinting vigor. The more I study and the more I give, and the more my spirit is enhanced by pure discipline and critical insight, the more liberated may I be from thoughts of arrogance. May I study to my heart's content countless scriptures with the most learned masters, whose discernment of the profound meanings through flawless reasoning is unrivaled. May I cut all threads of doubt through contemplation on profound conclusions, by the application of the fourfold reasoning, pursued day and night with vigor and diligence. When I attain insight through reflection on the ways of Dharma extremely profound, may I pursue the path of seeking solitude, vigorously cutting all ties to this life. When my heart bears the imprint of Buddha's teaching through learning, reflection, and meditation, may thoughts cherishing my own happiness and thirst for existence vanish forever. Destroying miserly thoughts through detachment from all things that I possess, may I give material help to others and benefit them with the gifts of Dharma. By observing until full enlightenment, even the smallest precepts in the spirit of renunciation, and not compromising them even at the cost of my life, may I fly the victory banner of spiritual freedom. When I see, hear, or have thought of beings who insult me, beat me, or have hated me, may I be free of anger and always express their good qualities, practicing tolerance. May I abandon the three types, discarding mere tranquil abiding of mind, the ground for samsaric rebirth, which lacks the insight outshining existence, and the moist compassion surpassing peace. May I practice the union of calm abiding and insight. By discarding all false views that hold supreme views of emptiness, speculative or incomplete, upheld through fear of the profound mode of being, may I realize all things as primordially void. May I lead to the pure discipline of Dharma, even the degenerate who wear monks' robes, whose precepts are stained by a soiled conscience, and who disregard deeds condemned by the noble ones. May I also lead to the path praised by the sages, those discarding the right path by entering negative ones, swayed by the urging of evil friends and influenced by teachers of non-virtue. The lion's roar of teaching, debate, and writing humbles those false teachers who enjoy good birth, appearance, and wealth, be skilled, intelligent, and live long, wherever I may be reborn. May I love more dearly, even than my mother, those who have harmful intentions towards my body, life, and possessions, and those who speak evil against me. By generating swiftly in their hearts the Bodhi mind that holds others dearer than self, this pure, wondrous motivation, may I lead them to unsurpassed enlightenment. Whoever sees or hears or contemplates these prayers, may they never be discouraged in seeking the Bodhisattva's amazing aspirations. By praying with such expansive thought, created from the power of pure intention, may I achieve the perfection of prayers and fulfill the wishes of all sentient beings. And you may bring your relaxation to a close, and we begin.
Okay, thank you for the beautiful bodhicitta meditation. So let's turn to page 34.
Are we doing this? We have a presentation first.
Oh, first? Oh, before, sorry. Good. Do you want a microphone?
Good morning. Morning. I really loved watching you guys play. I was supposed to be meditating, but I didn't, because I really appreciated the cooperation that everybody got included, and that was really, really, really special. Got that many adults in a room with one item, wouldn't have gone so smoothly. Geshe, one of the, well, there's two things. We say Tara mantras whenever we meet for your long, happy, wonderful life, and of course with the selfish wish that you hang out with us forever. But also, we asked Khensa Rinpoche, how to, get some, that even more powerful, and he suggested Mani mantras. And what? Circumambulation. Okay, circumambulations. But with the Mani mantras, that's always a good deal? Okay. Sorry, wrong practice. But one of the things that you've always said, Geshe, is that the greatest gift that we can offer you is our practice. And so it is 24,902 circumambulations for Geshe's long, happy, wonderful life, hopefully with us.
If you have the Go Prayer Book, please turn to page 34. And if you have the white binder, please turn to the first page titled Kadampa Center Prayers. And we'll begin by chanting Shakyamuni Buddha's mantra 3 times. Teata Om. I'm sorry. Tayata Teata Om Mune Mune Maha Mune Mune Maha Munaye Soha Teata Om Mune Mune Maha Munaye Soha. Now the Medicine Buddha stanza and mantra is on the blue sheet if you have the white binder. So we'll say the stanza and then 7 mantras. Bhagawan with equal compassion for all, whose name and merely heard dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispelled of disease and the 3 poisons, I prostrate to Medicine Buddha, Lapa side. Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze 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 Raja Samugate Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha. And now the 4 measurables in English 3 times. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering, the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. Now turn to page 37, and at the bottom of the page there are 2 mantras. So let's chant Chenrezig's mantra 8 times, and he's the deity of the Buddha of Great Compassion. And then Green Tara's mantra 7 times. She's the deity of enlightened activity. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Taritu Taritu Re Soha, 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 Om Taritu Taritu Re Soha. Thank you. So the children are welcome to go to their classes.
Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Meditating. No sleeping meditation, walking, awaking meditation. That's very unique, the cat awaking meditations. Yes. Please, would you mind to take maybe a moment to introduce yourself to each other? Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. So today is the last class for the 7-point mind training text. I think it's now probably, how you say, wrap up? How you say? Wrap up. Huh? Can you hear me? Hello? Yeah. Can you hear me now? Sorry. Just waking up. Just waking up. So today, the last class for the 7-point mind training. I've been explaining this teaching, so probably a few months. I thought it's going to be the last class on this topic. This is called like 7-point mind training teachings, or you could say practice. I'll just introduce the 7-point, okay, and then maybe read some questions. This like first one is kind of like preliminary practice. Begin with cleaning your room, which everybody enjoy greatly. Cleaning the room. No. So there are no benefits. Like say somebody walks into your home is very clean, so that create. If you believe in, not believe, but how you say, yeah, if you probably believe is not right, or what I say. You could say believe, but based on reason, not just based on blind faith. If you think everything's happening based on cause and conditions, so then yeah, of course, in Buddhism we talk about like different realms, higher realms, lower realms, different realms, celestial realms, human realms, or different types of human realms, so not just only us, there's 3 other human realms. So there's many different realms. So desire realms, there's the desire realms, that there are so many things run by desire. That's called desire realms. So then within the desire realms, there's many different realms. There are like 6 different types of celestial realms within the desire realms. This is all happening based on cause and conditions. So when you clean the room, so which probably we don't like to do, but I think there are some benefit. So when you clean the room, and here in the West it's much easier because we have machines to do. In India, in Nepal, Tibet, there's no machines, so you have broom. Don't do that. It takes a long time. So as kind of please the heart, the mind, when people say, wow, it's very clean. So that very act that create the cause to be born in, celestial realms, much much less complication than in desire realms. But that's not the ultimate destinations. But it's better, relatively better, much better. So that create the cause to be born in celestial realms, and also pleasing other people's minds. So then there's the benefit. Or like like when you clean, You can't just, you can make it more meaningful. So it's not just cleaning, it's cleaning my anger, cleaning my attachment, cleaning my desire, cleaning my addictions. So you can combine the cleaning with some kind of like mind training practice, clean, not just cleaning the floor, it's cleaning my mind, cleaning my life, cleaning my addiction, cleaning my fear, my anxiety, my stress, my anger, my pride, my arrogance, my jealousy. There's some benefit doing that. So that's the first one, okay? So then, of course, if you are Buddhist, then you set up altars and these things like that. Then the second one is called actual practice. What that is like the warm heart. Warm heart. I think that's very important. That's very, very important, in the modern world, it's very important. So called bodhicitta, altruistic attitude, altruistic attitude. So what I've been thinking last few months, quite seriously, that whether we become Buddhist or not Buddhist, Christian or not Christian, Islamic or not, Muslim or non-Muslim, religious person or not person, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What is the matter that we have to understand, each and every one of us has to understand that every single person in this room looking for happiness. That's very important, very important. Including your pet, squirrel in your backyard, bird in your backyard, cockroach that come into your kitchens. Every single breathing, living beings looking for happiness. Now you look around. You, everybody, same. So very, very important to be aware, but be aware of your knowledge that everybody is looking for happiness. And everybody is trying to avoid even the slightest problems. That's the fact. It's nothing to do with the Buddhism. It's nothing to do with the Christianity. It's just fact. Fact. How is it? Fact. Fact or fact. Okay. Now, cherishing others, does that make sense? Does it mean something important, cherishing others? Number-wise, you are just one. Others, there's limitless, there's so many. Wherever you go, there are people, there are breathing living beings. You can't go any place there's no breathing living beings. There are not. So, what do you think? It's important to all of us to recognize, regardless Buddhist, Christian, believer, not believer, atheist. It's very important to us to understand that everybody is looking for happiness. Your perception change. You want to be loved, you want to be cared, same other person do the same thing. They also want to be loved, they also want to be cared. That is the basis, that's the foundations, that's the foundation for the harmonious community, that's the foundations. Can't say Buddhism is the foundation for the harmonious communities. Cannot say it. But this knowledge, this understanding, deeper understanding, is the foundation for better world, is the foundation for better friendship, is the foundation for better family, is the foundation for the better communities, is better for everything. Everybody get benefit, regardless Buddhist, Christian, believer, non-believer, atheist, animals, a cat, dog, they don't have religion. They don't have religions. They also get benefit. If you be kind, they also probably understand that you are kind. Therefore, I have no clue you are Buddhist or not Buddhist. Your pet probably don't know that you are Buddhist or not, but they don't care. So this I've been thinking, while I'm reciting my prayer on daily basis, I've been thinking this is a very, very important one. This is very, very important one. You know, recognize that every single breathing, living being on this planet, not just Tibetan, American, every single breathing, living beings, looking for happiness every single second. That's the fact, including yourself. Therefore, wish something good for others. Wish something good for others, and your happiness begin. Your happiness rise. Wish, when you see something, wish them something positive, something good. No need to find out what they believe, what they do, what their status. Not important. Just wish them good. When you see animals, you know, like how much you can find out squirrels in your backyard, what is that status, what kind of education they have, nothing. See, like Mother Teresa did so much charity work in the India, India. What you can expect from those people? Nothing. They have no money, no power, no educations, no positions. But you get something that has no price. So for her, that's like almost like finding a precious jewel, precious jewel. So that heart, if something goes on, no need to worry, that heart will take care. And while you are living or breathing, that heart, that kind of understanding, that kind of knowledge, that kind of determinations, that kind of wish will take care of your life. Your life becomes very, like, has easygoing, very like wonderful. So just want to share that this is the one, that second actual practice called bodhicitta, altruistic attitude, is the door to all the happiness, all the happiness. Your warm heart, how you say warm heart? Is the horse. Not just horse, it's very, very powerful horse. You ride that horse will bring you to happiness. Don't ever discourage to ride that horse. Shantideva said many centuries ago, Chanju Semji Tashu Teve Chonga Kunseves, Teve Chonga Kunse Cho, sadness, Ngao, difficulties, complications, problems, Chongal Cho, sadness, Ngao, difficulty, problems, complications, all of that. Kun means all, not just one, all. Sel means eliminate. So that horse will eliminate all the sadness, all the difficulties, all the complications, all the difficulties, all the problems. That horse will eliminate that. Teve chonga kusewe chanju semje tashwenes. Ride that horse. That's altruistic attitude. That's the very powerful horse. Shantideva was wondering why people don't ride that horse. That horse will bring you to happiness. Why we ride the horse? My way, highway. We ride that horse all the time. Look now, not much progress. Still a lot of problems. Still a lot of complications. Altruistic attitude, there's no benefit, When you go to the store, somebody smiles at you, it makes you happy. Not because you know that person is Buddhist or Christian or Muslim. No. First, a smile that makes you happy, makes you kind of ease. If somebody is like so angry and look at you, you don't feel safe. That's human nature. It's very important. So that's Teve Chonga Kunsewe Chanju Semje Tashu, then they wonder Semya Sushi Jurushu, who will be discouraged? Who will be discouraged riding that horse? Your heart. Nobody heart, your heart, warm heart. Positive heart. So ride that, continuously ride and go high. not just high, very, very high. Very high. Okay, that's the second one. Third one is very interesting one. Jingye Chanjul, there's the third point, okay, second point. Now third point, this is called 7 point. Even though there's many, many pages, you can summarize all the information within the many pages, you can summarize this into 7 point. Now the third point, this is an interesting one. Maybe also very foreign to your ear, very foreign to your ear. Jingye, difficulties, problems, complications. Jingye, difficulties, problems, complications. Changchub, enlightenment. Changchub, enlightenment. What do you think? Do we ever achieve enlightenment or not? What do you think? Do we have, in America, how you say, do we have a shot? do we have a shot for enlightenment or not? What do you think? Yes. Oh, that's good news. Yeah, every person, even though you are now thinking, oh, I'm not worth it, my life has no meaning. No, that's wrong. That is wrong. That's not right, that's wrong. Every person has equal shot for enlightenment. Changchub, that's called enlightenment. Changchub, enlightenment. Oh. Oh, yeah, okay. Jingye Changchub, Lam means the path that leads to the high state, like say, just think about, I used to be very, very angry. People say something, I get like bust. I get, it doesn't require much to me to explode. Somebody just look at you, I will, like just go out of mind. I read, I talk to people, I participate in some discussion group and do some meditation here, there. Slowly, it takes a little while me to explode. It takes much longer. It used to take seconds. So now it takes at least 30 seconds, not like 1 second. It doesn't take 1 second, it takes about 30 seconds to me to really get someone to get into my nerve. Huh?
Get on your nerves.
Get on your nose?
Nerves.
Okay. Get on your nose.
Get really irritated if they got on your nerves.
Yeah. Before it takes a second. Now, because I've been thinking, reading and thinking, when you're thinking, you are meditating, whether you call meditation or not, you are meditating. Even though you are walking around doing something, you are thinking. That means you are meditating. You don't have to just sit down like this, very serious looking. Hard to say. There's meditation or not, hard to say. It looks like meditation, hard to say. Hard to say. So I've been reading, thinking, participating in discussion group. So now it takes 30 seconds to me to really explode. So now slowly it takes a minute. Then over time it takes like a few minutes, like that. That's the progress. Now you are enjoying the states that like free. You are enjoying few minutes. Like not having this destructive emotions, anger. You are free from that. So that clearly proves that you have shot to become fully enlightened. Okay. Chanju Lam to Juru. Okay. Chanju Lam, that's the path. Juru means transform. So this text is taught by Tibetan master Geshe Chekawa, probably around 700 or 800, 900 years ago. So this is quite important. This is very foreign to your ear, but they're saying transforming difficulties, problems, complications into path. Transforming that into path. That path will eventually lead you to enlightenment, better state of mind. Of course, in order to do that, first resentment towards difficulties, there's something needs to be tackled. Resentment towards difficulties or problems, so needs to be tackled. And that problem requires not just belief or reciting few mantras, saying some prayers. Of course that helps, but it requires series of thinking. Series of thinking. It requires knowledge. Resentments towards difficulties, whether there's physical, mental, and it really requires some knowledge, like why things are happening. Why things are happening. Everything that happens, everything that begins, everything that begins, everything that has beginning, it has end. It has end. Everything that ends, and there's some new beginning. So maybe knowledge about how to say impermanent, that everything change. Knowledge of impermanent, that everything change. That knowledge about samsara. Samsara, what is samsara? Knowledge about that. And knowledge about causality, causalities. They require many knowledge. So then that knowledge probably will help you to tackle with the resentment towards difficulties. And practically just think as a human, when you become very resentful towards some difficulties, they're already there. What good it does. So that's something need to be calculated precisely. Sake of your own happiness, just forget about religions, sake of your own happiness. So there are pieces of teaching. Please talk to the nuns, so they'll point you in the Guru Puja. There's a piece of teaching. You can meditate on that. Jingye Chanju Lam to do us. So this is important piece of teaching. Important. That's the third point. Important piece of teaching. Wherever you go, there you are. Their saying goes in America. Wherever you go, there you are. You could go all the way to Machu Picchu, but there you are. So spend all this money. So now the fourth point, I'm not going to say much. Fourth point, then like summarize. Summarize Sechiki Nyamle Tini Temples, like lifetime commitment or practice, or maybe what's the best way to say?
Presentation of a lifetime's practice in summary.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so sorry, I'm not much paying attention to English. So looking at the Tibet, Lo Jangbe Tse, Lo Jangbe Tse, Lo Jangbe Tse. The second one, number 5.
Presentation of the measure of having trained the mind.
Measure of having trained measures. The measures, I'm not sure that's the word right translations. Say that when you can tell that your mind has been trained, when you can tell, so that's what it is. Lo Jangbe Tse. So you could say measure, so there's really nothing to really measure, but Lo Jangbe Tse. As I said before, it doesn't require much to you to explore, so now people say something, you just roll. How is it? You just roll?
Yeah. Let it roll off.
Roll off your left back? Huh?
Let it roll off your back.
Let it roll off your back. Let it roll off your back. Yeah, like something like that. Roll off your back. So it doesn't go here. Even if it goes here, it doesn't go here. It just goes here. Goes down, maybe it goes over here. So then comes the yeah. So people say something, so then you don't, you don't pay attention. So you don't pay attention. Eventually, some people praise you, doesn't mean much. Somebody criticize you, pretty much same, doesn't mean much, It doesn't matter. So if you have 1 pound, If somebody says you have 2 pounds, you are not going to have 2 pounds, you actually have 1 pound. If somebody says, oh, you don't have 1 pound, you have like half, what is it called? Half.
Half a pound?
Yeah, half a pound. You actually have 1 pound. You are not going to have half pound. If somebody says you have half pound, you are not going to have half pound, you are going to have 1 pound. Then, what's called outwardly concern. Somebody criticizes you, feel down, somebody praise you, go up, it's not, then, like, say, they're saying in Tibetan, if somebody blows you, like this, how is it blow? Then you say, so cold, like shivering. If somebody has then ha, like ha, that's it. What do you say? That's English word.
That's also blowing.
It's not blowing, that's different. Blow means that there's blow. When you say ha, what is that?
Breathing. More breath.
It's very interesting. Tibetan word you say ha. Ha, because that's really sounds like ha, so we just call ha. There's a ha, that's we just call ha. So there's so hot, like it's not like that. That means like becoming so sensitive, so sensitive. So that makes you vulnerable. Not venerable, but vulnerable. Vulnerable. Oh, they did it, huh? And so now the number 6 is like kind of like how is it, in Sanskrit it was called samaya, but it's some kind of commitment. No matter what kind of circumstance, conditions, I will protect my peace of mind. That's my responsibility. I will protect my peace of mind no matter what. So that kind of commitment, okay? So the number 7, that's number 6. Number 7, Lojungi, love just and duty. Love just advice. Last one is the advice to how to practice the mind training. The advice, there's certain advice. So I think this text has been already translated into English. So there's books are available there. So please, if you are interested, so read it. So then meditate means think about throughout the day. Think about. So then. You will get immense benefit, okay? Oh. So then last, maybe a little bit leftover discussions from last Sunday about depressions that we discussed. A lot of people contributed. So one of my friends from Florida, and sent this. Maybe, Samula, can you read this loud in English? So this is quite long. There's one last. So then, there's like I asked people to participate, so to discuss. So this is one of them. My friend from Florida.
Depression is like a boat in a storm, no anchor, up and down, everywhere darkness and no land. At least it seems real to you. Go sit in a forest and look at a tree. Be only aware of the tree. Do not analyze the tree, classify, judge, or appreciate, or have any other thoughts about the tree. Do not even think of the word tree. Just sit and be aware of your vision of the tree. Now be aware of being aware of the tree. Be aware that something is aware and seeing the tree. The entity that is aware of being aware with no thoughts, but pure awareness, is the timeless life, timeless consciousness. That is you. There is no time, no thoughts about past or the future. There is only awareness of awareness. This awareness is pure and good and playful and serene. This is the real you, pure and good and playful and serene. Thoughts about the past and the future are a train of depression. Your awareness is not a passenger on that train. Now you have found ground and your boat has an anchor. In awareness of awareness, there is no depression.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you. My friend from Florida sent this, so I asked people to, don't put all the responsibility on my shoulders, so that's why I asked people to contribute. I believe that everybody has something to offer, something to offer. Oh. So, so then I thought, one meditation. I'll explain one meditation, hopefully, but this meditation, according to the teaching, did not say, oh, this is for depression. Did not say that. Needs to be very clear. Did not say that. But that meditation is particularly taught when you are, when you are trying to, develop your single-pointed concentrations. So then, during that meditations, there are some obstacles that the meditator may face. Sometimes their mind sink. How does it sink? So then, there are similarities. As I mentioned last Sunday, I took care of one of my friends who has depressions, and I took care of him 1 month, stayed in my bedroom, so I let him stay there, took care. So then the way he explains that he feels like he's in deep hole. So that's kind of thinking, right? This kind of thinking, yeah. So this meditation is particularly taught while you are doing single-pointed meditation. Sometimes your mind gets too high, then all over the place, then you can't focus. Then you lose your focus. So there's another meditation that's taught. Sometimes your mind is kind of focused, then eventually it begins like this. First you said that. Exactly begin like this. Yeah, so then it begin like this. Then slowly. Then slowly, I will not move because there's no energy there. They're close. So then all kind of things comes out here. So that's why in ancient time, what they do, they make something, small bowl, 2 bowls. They fill with the water. Fill. When you go like this, then the water split, then you wake. There's nobody awake. In the Zen meditation, don't they bring stick? So then you don't need that. So there's somebody else. Oh yeah. So so before that, so this question, there's 3. So I don't want to leave this here like weeks and weeks. Then people get discouraged to put more questions here. So what do we visualize as we recite prayers to 21 Taras? Oh, very good questions. See, make your mind calm. Make your mind calm. Or maybe you could say calm or peaceful. Make your mind peaceful. What do you do? What we should do? What we should do to make our mind calm and peaceful? What we should do? Huh? Breathe. Oh. Oh. Huh? Yeah, mindful. So according to like according to shamatha meditations, shamatha calm abiding meditations, there's 9 different stages you go through in order to enjoy physical pliancy, mental pliancy. You meditate step by step. First one, be within, be within, be within. Or you could say be present, pretty much same. So I think it's the same. Be within. Or place your mental energy inward, not outward, inward. So then according to that instructions, that the only way you can make your mind calm and peaceful is you have to think. You can't just sit, think nothing. That's hard, very hard things to do. It's extremely hard things to do. Just sit there, think nothing. That's very, very hard things to do. Easy to say, very hard things to do. But according to calm abiding meditation or shamatha meditation, the Sanskrit word, that in order to as a be within, you have to think, and think one single object, not many, one object. So, you can try, you can experiment. Nothing to lose, you can experiment. If that makes your mind calm and peaceful, then the second step is how to maintain that, how to maintain that. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. If you can focus 3 seconds, logically it doesn't make sense why you cannot focus 30 seconds. Doesn't make sense. So that's why when you recite the 21 Tara process, you visualize, you create mental image. In this case, it's better to create mental image of your Tara, green Tara. It's easy. It's not piece of cake. It is not piece of cake. If I say it's piece of cake, that's lie. That's not true. It's not piece of cake. It requires effort. No effort, nothing will happen. Nothing. Everything requires effort. Everything requires effort. Even walking requires some effort. You can't just sit and think, oh, I'm walking. You are not really walking, but you are thinking that you are walking, but you are not walking. Walking means you use your leg, then you walk, right? So now here, very good, that will help. So when you recite 21 Tara praises, I think look at the Tara image. First, create a mental image, then try to concentrate. Right from the beginning, don't expect, oh, I can sit there 1 hour. That's not going to happen. Just think that, oh, I'm going to focus maybe a few seconds, see if I can think, if I can see, not from my eye, but in my mind, through my mind, if I can see that image. Yeah, we do see, right, mental image, all the, but we did not learn how to hold on that object. We didn't learn. So the Sunday Jishis, single-pointed meditations makes your mind calm and peaceful. So that's maybe eventually I like to maybe explain shamatha meditation again here. Just go be within, be within. So that's the question. Okay. So this is very much how is a question that related to practice. Practice. So that's what I said. How do we have friendship and close relationship without attachments? How do we have relationship and close? How do we have friendship and close relationship without attachments? That's for everybody, not just me. I say this is a dessert for everybody. What can I do in daily? What can I do in daily life to stay on the path? Routines, practice, reading, mind training. As I said before, by doing nothing. So need to do something in order to feel that life has meaning, that your life has purpose, your life has meaning, that they need to do something. So as a monk, so that daily practice, that you say a lot of prayers, and and try to think about the meaning of it's not really prayer, it's called prayer, but actually it's like text, teachings. It's teachings that you say, then you think about sangbo shenesus, say the gentle word from the mouth, and simultaneously reflecting the gentle meaning of the word, gentle word. So then it becomes meditation. You say, like mumbling the word, so that's okay, so so but sometimes you be mindful. So there are like series of meditations texts that I review by heart. So then I could be walking around my house, and at the same time I've been thinking each what it means, what it means. I've been thinking. So that so then so need to do something in order to feel like meaningful as the purpose in your life. So that's you could say routine or daily practice routine or something, and maybe as a gomtop. So that I've been also said this many times. Meditation. What is the meditation? What is? There are 7 sitting positions that you are supposed to follow when you meditate. Not just every meditation. You don't have to sit like that. There's many meditations you can just do while you are cleaning, walking, driving, shopping. You can do meditations. You don't have to sit down. This is like single-pointed meditation does require sitting. It does require sitting. You can do single-pointed meditation while you're walking, like that. So then gomtop, so meditations, gomtop, the power of meditation is to reduce or minimize disturbing thought. I've said this probably more than 1,000 times. So for the sake of knowledge, for me, for all of my friends here who come every Sunday, so I just want you to know, and it's been said in the text. I'm just repeating here. It's already been said. So I did not make this up last night. So I'm just repeating here. Gomtop nimochumas. The power or the purpose of meditation is to minimize disturbing thought. Why? Disturbing thought, minute it arises, happiness, peace of mind is gone. It's gone. Peace of mind is gone. So peace of mind is gone. Cannot blame anybody. So peace of mind is gone. Minute the disturbing thought rise, peace of mind is gone. You could be wear the rope, peace of mind. You could be beggar, no peace of mind. Same. It affects equally. Whoever minute the disturbing thought rise, this has a wealth become dirty. It's already been become dirty. So therefore, so then gomtop nimochuma, very, very important for sake of knowledge, for including myself, all my friends who comes here. I feel moral responsibility to share what I know. Gomtop, the power of meditation to minimize the unit lasting, that destroy your happiness, mental happiness. So then tutop shishido, reading, tutop, reading shishido. More you read about spiritual practice, so much here, but nothing here. So there's no USB port between computer and heart. In my computer, there's thousands of books or teachings. I don't think the computer get any benefits. So same like here. So these are the 3 questions. So now one meditation, okay? So I hope this meditation will help. But as I said, this meditation is not designed to help depressions. It helps to thinking mind. If the depression is a part of the thinking mind, then it will help. So in the text, it suggests, first what you do, like, of course, that's like when you do Singapore meditations, you do Singapore meditation, all of a sudden, first thing they suggest you should put some water in your face. Put some water. Don't just continue to sit down there. Just walk up and put some water and sit down. Still doesn't help, like so it's like very interesting. So you remember there's like Vicks. There's a red one that's made in China, so small one. It's like Tiger Balm or something like that. One time when I'm doing like early morning, of course that like 4:30 in the morning, so maybe, I couldn't help like again and again. Then sudden meditation, you are not supposed to stand up. That's the part of the practice. If you stand up, so say you already recite like 10,000 mantras. If you stand up, you start all over again. But you don't have to do. You don't want to do that. So you continue to sit, push yourself to sit, and like really, then it's like. Then you put this. I'm not suggesting you to do that, please. I'm not suggesting. So what I did, I put this little bit here. Still doesn't help. Oh my. So if you felt that the single point meditation, you can stand up. There's nothing to count. There's nothing to count. You are not saying anything. You're just sitting and focusing on the single object. Put some water. If that doesn't help, then need to think. Need to come up with the ways to Sing means like cheer up your mind, cheer up. How you say?
Raise the energy.
Raise the energy. What do? Drink coffee? That's probably one solution. Maybe, I'm not sure.
But you'd have to get up.
Oh,
But you'd have to get up.
First get up doesn't help. So then so anyway, there's a text to just find a way to raise your energy. Raise your energy. Raise your energy. So that traditionally what you do, you think of a precious human life. Precious, this life is so precious, so meaningful, so difficult to find. And then you think about the precious human life. There's a piece of teaching in Lamrim, it's called precious human life. You meditate on that to raise your energy or cheer up. So then, probably there are many things, many methods mentioned. Maybe some of them work, some of them doesn't work. So then you think about sunrise. Or maybe also you can also my friend who I take care. So he got so much joy. One day, I take him out every single day. One day we are sitting in front of the lake, and around like late afternoon, he said, "Oh, Geshe, I felt so good." And I said, "What happened?" He said, "The sunset." How to say, like somehow the sunset gives him joy. That's very good. There's no meditations. It doesn't matter. He felt something very good. So that's what he needed at that moment. Exactly that's what he needed. After many, many days, he said, "I feel so good. Sunset." You never know. So the whatever ways, I'm saying the whatever ways. So then, visualizing sunrise, sunset. The text didn't say sunset, sunrise, because I'm saying here sunset because based on my experience with my friend. So I'm saying sunrise, sunset. Yeah, that helps him. So of course probably helps some of you. Sunrise. Then moon. Visualize the moon, something bright. Because when you feel like sinking, it's like almost like darkness. You need to visualize some sunlight, sunset, moon, visualize. Full moon, visualize. See if that helps. So then if that doesn't help, now there's like forceful method. It's called forceful method. Lung sim namgada se damga lung energy, same mind, okay, and mind and energy. Every thought comes with the energy according to Vajrayana teachings. Every thought comes with the energy. Thought cannot function without energy. You cannot separate thought and energy. Every single thought, whether it's positive, negative, neutral, it comes with the energy. It comes with the energy. If that very thought becomes so tight, that energy is going to be waste. If that thought is flexible, well balanced, that energy becomes useful. So that produce physical comfort. So that contribute mental comfort. So eventually that lead to physical pliancy and mental pliancy. That's the goal. That's the goal. Okay. When the thought becomes tight, that means imbalance. So that energy becomes imbalanced, and that means that energy has been wasted. So then when it goes to the channels, then it gets stuck. Then cause physical discomfort. So then contribute to mental discomfort. Oh, so that's why. So every thought comes with energy. So now this is called mind and energies. Lung Sem. Lung Sem Namgar Dharma. It's called instructions how to mix. When you mix. Instructions how to mix mind and energy with the space. With the space, makes sense? Instructions how to mix, or maybe unmix is the right word. Se, in Tibetan word se, actually means mix. So maybe, I'm not sure how to say mix. Does it sound good or not? It sounds good. When I say instructions, instruction of mind and energy mixing with the space. Make sense? Huh? Does it make sense? Instructions. There's instructions. There's guidelines. Guidelines how to mix mind and energy with space. Make sense? Oh, that's the name of meditation. So that's like forceful. Now you put in water, doesn't help. And you think about like you're trying to raise your energy by thinking about precious human life, doesn't help. And you think about sunrise, sunset, doesn't help. You think about moon, doesn't help. So now that's the last, that's the last resource. After that, you quit. Not forever, but temporarily you quit. That's probably the best. Otherwise, next time when you see meditation questions, you may feel throw up. So that's not nice. So then after this, it's time to quit. So then, be like cat. Nap. So this one. So now what you do? You sit. Of course, when you do single point meditation, then you follow these 7 sitting positions. You are sitting like this. So then you think, some kind of white light. Shape, size, doesn't matter. You can make any shape, any size. In the text, it did mention shape like egg, but shape doesn't matter. Any shape you can. So towards your navel, belly button, not outside, inside, some kind of light, visualize. So then eventually, so when you get the clear picture, then think that is your mind. Think that is your mind, okay? Think that's your mind. Now it's sinking or already sank, that's your mind. So then there's a word to say, okay? There's a word to say. You say word pe. Then you say this very forcefully, okay? Pe, the power of that word shoots up this white things, which is your mind, shoots up from your crown chakra, deep into space, which has no center, which has really no, this is center, this is like, what do you call? No center, no edges, it's like vast. The first we visualize, first let me explain, so then we do the same, we'll do the meditation. First we visualize some kind of white light towards your navel inside. Any shape, any color, doesn't matter, whatever suits your mind. Then eventually, once you get the pictures, clear image, then visualize that's your mind, that's your mind. So then after that you say the word pe. pay. So then that power of that word pay shoots up this the white light through your crown chakra, deep into space, and become like one with the space. No center, no edge, vast, spread everywhere. So that's called instructions how to mixing your mind and energy with the space. Lungsim namgata seve damga. That's what it's called. So that's the last resource that you're supposed to help you to overcome from thinking mind. Okay. So now you like to do, maybe we'll try one, but you can do multiple times. You don't have to just do one, and you can do multiple times. Okay. So maybe we'll do one meditation. So then I'll stop. Okay. First, please visualize. One second, please. So sorry to interrupt your meditation. Sorry to interrupt. So, like, whoever get this clear image here, and after you get the clear image, then you think that's your mind. So then please say, whoever gets this clear image here, and then after they think that's your mind, and say the word pay, okay, pay, very loudly. Then we all say the same thing. Then pause, then visualize, shoot deep into the sky. Then we all pause and become one with the space, okay? So do it. So that's why, sorry to interrupt. Whoever gets clear image and think, oh, that's like your mind, and please say the word pay. So I don't want to say it. I don't want to be the one who said the word pay. Like, whenever you get, then just say pay. Then power of that word shoots up this white light deep into the sky. So then we all, after the pay, we all pause. Then visualize deep into the sky, so it become one with the space. Okay. Yeah. Of that word usually it comes under the mantra, very end of the mantra, Vajasada Hum Pe. The Pe usually comes typically, very commonly comes very end of the mantra. So the word, the power of the word Pe shoots up. There's no center, there's no edge, and vast and clear. Then your mind becomes one with that. Then pause there. So this is the mind, clear sky. So then you pause there. And if that's helping you, then please share. So then if somebody wants to know who taught this, and come to me, and I will point the book. I will point to you the book, and which has been written probably, I'm not sure how many hundreds of years ago. So I'll point exactly where it said in which books, who. And I don't know. If you ask me when, probably I don't know, but you can find out when. But I'll point the books, okay? Well, if that helps, please, if you feel something, if the help has to be shaped like egg, it can be size and the shape doesn't matter, as long as you can imagine. Okay, so that's the forceful method, how to overcome the thinking mind. If that doesn't work, time to quit. So do something else. Okay, so then there will be another chance to do. Don't push, not good. Don't push. So it needs to be very gentle. So and I very much hope this will help to overcome from thinking mind, thinking deep in the hold. Besides sunset, every single thing I said did mention in the text book. Sunset didn't mention. Sunset I said because based on my experience with my friend. That's why I said. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. So then next Sunday put more friendship and close relationship without attachment. Please think about before you come to center. Next Sunday, dessert for next Sunday.
Okay, so in the Go Prayer Book, please turn to page 191, and we will recite praises, one round of praise to the 21 Taras. And our motivation is to remove obstacles to the light of the path retreat. If you don't have the Go Prayer Book, but you have the white binder, it's on the green colored pages. From your sublime abode at the Potala, O Tara born from the green letter Tam, your crown adorneth you who rescue all who are destitute. To you, Mother Tara, I pay homage. Oh, my prostrate to the noble transcendent liberator. Homage, Tara, swift heroic, eyes like lightning instantaneous, sprung from opening stamens of the Lord with your roots, your bone lotus. Homage, she whose face combines 100 autumn moons at fullest, blazing with right blaze resplendent as 1,000-star collection. Homage, golden blue and lotus, water-born and hand adorned, giving effort, calm austerities, patience, meditation, her sphere. Homage, crown of Tathagatas, action triumph without limit, relied on by conqueror's children, having reached every perfection. Homage, filling with tutare, whom desire direction and space, trampling with your feet the 7 worlds, able to draw forth all beings. Homage, worshipped by the all-Lord, Shaka Ani Bamama, honored by the host of spear, corpses as Gandharvas Yakshas. Homage with their tread and pace sound, destroying both magic diagram, her feet pressing left out right and blazing in a raging fireplace. Homage to the very dreadful destroyer of Mara's champion, she with frowning lotus fist, who is slayer of all enemies. Homage at the heart, her fingers adorn her with ritual mood, like ray masses all excited, all directions feel so Homage, she so joyous, radiant, crowning, emitting garlands of light, mirthful, laughing with tutare, subjugating Mara's devas. Homage, she able to summon all earth guardians assemble, shaking, frowning with her home sign, saving from every misfortune. Homage, crown adorned with crescent moon, on her most must shine. Amitabha in her hair, not sending out rich light eternal. Homage, she with wreath ablaze, like undeading fire abide. Righteous flip and joy surround you, troops of enemies destroying. Homage, she who strikes the ground with her palm and with her foot beats, scowling with the letter whom the 7 levels she does conquer. Homage, happy, virtuous, peaceful, she whose field is peace nirvana. She endowed with Om and Soha, destroyer of the great evil. Homage, she with joy surrounded, tearing foes' bodies asunder, freezes whom and knowledge mantra, arrangement of the 10 letters. Homage today with seat of the shape of syllable, whom lifeless sapphire shakes his 3 worlds, Meru, Mandara, and Vindhya. Homage holding in her hand, Hermit moon of Devalek, Kantara and Pei, totally dispelling poison. Hamishi whom gods and their kings in the Kinnaras do honor. Armored in our joyful splendor, she dispels my dreams and conflicts. Hamishi whose two eyes bright, radiance of sun and full moon, with Svaisara and Tutad. She dispels severe contagion, Hamish full of liberating, power by the set of three natures, Drasosa spirits, Yakshas, and race corporate supreme two. Whoever is endowed with devotion for the goddess and recites this with supreme faith, remembering and at dawn upon waking in the evenings, will be granted all fearlessness, will perfectly pacify all negativities, and will eliminate all unfortunate migrations. The multitudes of conquerors will quickly grant initiation. Thus endowed with this greatness, one will eventually reach the state of a Buddha. If affected by the most terrible poison, whether ingested, junk, or from a living being, just remembering will one be thoroughly cleansed. If this prayer is recited 2, 3, or 7 times, it will pacify all the sufferings of torments caused by spirits, fevers, and poisons. I'll turn to page 246, and let's read the dedication from Master Shantideva's Bodhicarvatara. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain a notion of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be free from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may they never occur again. May the sentient beings remain. Until then, may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. Now 244 and 245 for the long life prayers. We'll start first with His Holiness. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All-powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. And then on the opposite page, the one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Avatara, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. And then back on the other side, you uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as a bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjunath's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplished magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. And then 7 green Tara mantras for Geshe and Geshe Sangpo's long, healthy, happy life. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re Soha.
Hello, everyone. I'm Elise from Outreach, and we all have a sense that our happiness comes from helping others. We all have that sense, and we come here to hear Geshe teach us that it's really true, and to teach us ways in which to do it, and why it is true. The Kadampa Center is affiliated with the Triangle Interfaith Alliance, and we have another great opportunity to learn about that, how to express our desire to be happy by helping others. On Thursday, February the 21st, in the evening, there's going to be the Triangle Interfaith Alliance annual dinner, and the theme is Making a Difference. There will be representatives there from the U.S. Committee for Refugees and Immigrants, Helping Hand Mission, and Habitat for Humanity. You'll hear inspiring stories of why they serve, how they benefit, how people have benefited from them. You'll learn ways to express that yourself, ways to connect with others and nurture that desire of helping others and having more happiness for yourself and others. There's a $15 fee for the dinner and RSVP by February the 15th. But no one will be turned away if you can't afford the $15. There's a flyer by the back door and little slips of paper you can take with you. Please consider joining us. Thank you.
Good morning. Wanted to mention we have a wonderful opportunity coming up for all of us in our personal practice. Starting on Tuesday, we're starting what's called the Days of Miracles. Tuesday is Tibetan New Year, and there's a 15-day period, including Tuesday, that's a really great time to do spiritual practice. It's kind of like, you know, taking multivitamins. It's like taking one step and your Fitbit says, yes, you've done it all. Because it's very good, you know, Guru Puja that's in honor of Lama Yeshe, who is up here over Lama Atisha's right shoulder. He's one of the co-founders of FPMT, and he passed away on Losar in 1984, so we always honor him with a puja on Losar. Next Sunday, it's party time here in the Gampa. We'll start appropriately with, we'll have the high throne here, and we'll bring His Holiness's picture in, and we'll have, you know, we'll honor His Holiness, and then we'll have all kinds of cultural activities. Tibetan students from Duke University are going to come, and they'll provide music and dance and so forth. So be sure and come for that. And Joey and his team, Joey and Monica, have been practicing dance, so they'll also be dancing. And then at the end, on the last day of the Day of Miracles, we'll have a couple of opportunities here in the Gampa to come and do group sutra readings, which is really fun. We do it monastery style, which means it might be a 20 or 30 page sutra, and everybody gets a sheet of it, and we all say it aloud at the same time. And so that gets it into our mind stream, even though we're not consciously hearing the words. It is getting it into our mind stream, so it's very beneficial. So come for any and all of those, and have a wonderful, happy New Year.
So maybe two students will hold something at the door, and with some kind of barley flowers. So you just pick it up, barley flowers, maybe pick one pinch. So then you throw your thing, say something nice, say something nice. Huh?
Outside, she said.
Huh?
Throw the flower outside, not inside.
No, that's inside, a small one. Okay. Small one. Maybe that's with a handful that maybe we'll throw outside, but probably we are not going to probably do that because that will mess up all the clothes. But maybe we'll see. So that's like 5 is the actual first day of New Year. So then 6, 7, so somewhere there. So then you throw this. So anyway, there's maybe 2 students will holding something indoor. So you pick up a little bit, then usually say something nice, then throw, wish something good. So then maybe do 3 times, then then you take a little bit. So this is all good because it's mixed with the butter and sugar. It's like all the roast is all cooked. So maybe there's some cup of milk, so then you just use the ring finger, then again toss, and wish something, then a little bit, So then we are going to make this white rice with all kind of fruit, so then we will provide all of you. So then enjoy. So basically, so one student will explain the New Year, how we celebrate. So then after that, followed by some Tibetan song and dance, and maybe another Tibetan dance. So maybe any dance welcome. Doesn't have to be Tibetan dance. So then one of my friends, she's coming from Baltimore, so she's a musician, she's an artist. Maybe hopefully if she brings her guitar, maybe she'll play some song, not Tibetan song, English song, not Tibetan. Okay, yeah, thank you very much, and have a
So we also have a newcomer question and answer period. Just stick around here in the Gampa, and we'll sit in the back, and you'll have a chance to learn all about it.